What's going on? This is Tyrone from Be the Fittest. Yeah, this is me talking about Manny Pacquiao's fight against Timothy Bradley. I watched the fight yesterday. I haven't had much sleep because I was so mad at the decision. I rewatched the fight again, looking at the rounds, trying to see if I can see what these judges are seeing. And there's no consistency. It's not making any sense to me whatsoever. I've got the scorecards in front of me. The three judges here, Jerry Roth, CJ Ross, and Dwayne Ford. And I've got the scores that they gave to them. The exact ones from the fight. There's a photo of it on the internet. So if you go in there, you can see the different scorecards and what they gave each round. Right, put that to a side. Let's just talk about the fight. Now, the person that I blatantly thought, won the fight was Manny Pacquiao. And he won it by I think he won it like by a good 8 rounds. He won it. He won it fair and square, and I don't know where these judges are coming from. And we need to talk about the consistency of these judges. Are they fit enough to be judging these fights? I mean, if you heard Bob Arum talking in the post conference, he said that he thinks that they're too old, and you can see why. Because if you look at these scorecards, I mean, it's inconsistent. I mean, you've got 3 judges here, and if these judges are professional judges, you should see a little bit of consistency within each scorecard. So, say for instance, you got a round here where you got one judge, which is Jerry Roth, giving it Pac-Man as a 10, and then you got another one giving it as a 9, and then you got another one giving it as a 9, and then you got everything's just all over the place. There's just no consistency within these scorecards, and I'd like to know how they're judging these fights, because this is a complete outrage. I mean, Pac-Man is a guy who's coming into his 60th bout. Yeah, he hasn't lost for 16 fights. That was his 16th fight, or hadn't lost for 16 fights within like 7 years, and then he loses with a loss like that. It's ridiculous. I mean, everyone's stunned. Half the world that I'm seeing is that knows about boxing is stunned. You just go on Twitter, you see everyone tweeting like that it's an outrage, that it's a robbery, and this is not good for the sport of boxing. I mean, how can you be a professional boxer and there's people that are gambling big money for these fights, and they're getting robbed of it like that because of inconsistent scorecards? Like come on, you're giving Bradley the win, split decision over points. Bradley didn't even hurt Pac-Man. You saw Pac-Man like moving Bradley back. Like, you never saw Bradley ever putting Pac-Man back. He didn't even have any scratches on his face. It's ridiculous. Like, you saw Pac-Man numerous amounts of times hurting Bradley. Like, you saw him hurting him. You saw him putting him back. You saw Bradley actually slowed down so much because of the punches that Pac-Man gave him. The only thing Bradley was coming with, right, the things that you can rate Bradley for is because he's a warrior, right? He stood and he firmed those punches that Pac-Man gave him, like between rounds 2 to rounds 7, yeah? He firmed it, and he came back towards the later rounds, but to me that was too late. And he came back not in a time to say, oh yeah, he came back, giving it as good as what Pac-Man gave him. He came back as in to say, okay, the rounds were close. Yeah, the rounds were close, but we'll get into that in a minute. But what I'm saying is that basically that Bradley did not do enough to win that. He did not do enough. I mean, Pac-Man, you look at the CompuBox scores, like, you got the scores here, yeah, like, Pac-Man just absolutely terrorized it. Like, he done what he always does. Total punches landed, Pac-Man 253, Bradley 159. Jabs landed 63 to 61, Pac-Man. Power punches 190, yeah, to 108, Pac-Man. Come on, like, come on. And aggressive throughout the fight was Pac-Man. Pac-Man had the fight in control, and everyone saw this. This is why this was so much of an upset. People don't understand, and this is just an outrage. This is completely disgraceful. Come on, like, I'm paying my money to watch pay-per-view. If he was fair and square, like, all right, let's go back to the Marquez Pac-Man fight. Some people say Marquez won. Some people say Pac-Man won, yeah? I personally think Pac-Man won that, right? But it was a close fight. And, people that, could say, oh, yeah, Pac-Man shouldn't have won that. But it wasn't anything like this. This was a complete robbery. Like, there's no There was no two ways about it. Like, Pac-Man won that hands down. Yeah? Alright, let's get back into the judges' scoring cards. Alright, so we got the 3 judges here. Jerry Roth, CJ Ross, and Dwayne Ford. And, by the way, I'm talking aggressive because I'm mad in it. So, if you think, wow, this guy is just aggressive, just understand that, you know, I'm not a happy man. Right? Okay, cool. So these are the judges who judged the fight, and you know, Bob Arum did say in the post conference that these guys are too old to be judging fights. Let's see what they're doing now. Jerry Roth is the guy who gave 115 to Pac-Man and 113 to Bradley. Right, CJ Ross and Dwayne Ford are the guys that gave the 115 to Bradley and the 113 to Pac-Man. Now we're gonna concentrate on these 2 guys' scorecards because they're the ones that, you know, gave Bradley the win. Alright, so me watching the fight, yeah, I can say that I think Bradley got rounds 2, yeah, rounds 8, and round 10, yeah, those 3 rounds. And round 2 was even, you know, you could argue that, yeah. So rounds 2, rounds 8, and rounds 10. For me, I can say, okay, definitely give that to Bradley, yeah, with rounds 2 being a little bit lenient, yeah. Now, CJ Ross gave Pac-Man round 1. He gave Bradley round 2, which I say, okay, yeah, cool, right. And then 3-4, he gave to Pac-Man round 10. Pac-Man 10 scores. Round 9, round 5, he gave a 9 to Pac-Man. Dwayne Ford, yeah, the other judge, yeah, he gave round 1 to Bradley, and then 2, 3, and 4 to Pac-Man. Round 5 he gave to Bradley. Round 5 was a definite Pac-Man round. How the hell did these 2 judges give round 5 to Bradley? Go and watch the replay and see, and come back to me. I want you to hit me back with comments and tell me, yeah, that Pac-Man lost that round. Round 5, Pac-Man had Bradley dizzy. Yeah, he had him wounded. He gave him the shots. Yeah, he slowed down. Like, he put him back. Like, and he dominated the round. That was a definite Pac-Man round. So that's one discrepancy, because Jerry Roth, who gave the fight to Pac-Man, gave round 5 to Pac-Man as well. So he may, you know, be a little bit more clued up with these things. But round 5, to give that to Bradley, I don't know what they're seeing. CJ Ross and Dwayne Ford, what are you watching the same fight as what the whole other world is watching? Because, like, round 5 shouldn't have gone there. Now, 6 and 7, yeah, 100% rounds to Pac-Man, yeah. These 2 judges, CJ Ross and Dwayne Ford, gave round 7 to Bradley. They both gave round 7 to Bradley. That's another round, yeah. So we got rounds 5 and round 7 that they gave to Bradley, and that should have been a Pac-Man round. Round 7 was another one where Pac-Man dominated, yeah, and he hurt Bradley. Once again, Bradley was in survival mode, just retreating. He was in survival mode. To me, Pac-Man blatantly won rounds 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. Bradley won 8, Pac-Man won 9, and you could say 10, 11, 12. They could even be like a 50-50. Like, they were close rounds. Like, you could, no, do you know what? I'll give Bradley 11, yeah? Because I'll just say that Bradley gave him 11. Even if I gave him 11, yeah, so I'll give Bradley 2, 8, 10, 11, yeah? That's 4 rounds. 4 rounds. And I can even give the 12th round to him, just being nice. Yeah, that's 5 rounds. Nothing other than that, yeah, was anything. Like, no way, yeah, any of those other rounds were Bradley's rounds. So we could give him a maximum, yeah, and this is being super duper lenient, yeah, to Bradley. But that still doesn't make Bradley win. So I want to know how these judges are coming with this scorecards, giving him rounds 5, giving him round 7 to Bradley. Like, that's ridiculous, yeah. That's where it messed up. Rounds 5 and round 7 you gave to Bradley. That's where it went Pete Tong. Do you get me? Like, that's where it went Pete Tong. And you gave the other 2 rounds, yeah, you gave 10 and you gave 12. Yeah, you gave 10 and 12 to Bradley as well. Like, do you know what? Like, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Because those rounds were close. Those rounds were close. But even if you gave Bradley, yeah, 10, 11, 12, yeah, 2, 8, and 2 and 8, you still wouldn't have won. It's come on, like, this is just ridiculous. Like, go look at the scorecards. Go look at these rounds. Rounds 5 and 7 were definitely Pac-Man's rounds. Yeah, 8 was a Bradley round. 10 was a Bradley round. Yeah, 10, 11, and 12 were, you know, you could say, I don't know, neither here or there. But I blatantly think that it still wasn't enough, yeah, for Bradley to win. I think 10, 11. I think 10 was a Bradley round. No, 11 was a Bradley round. I could say, yeah, round 12 was a definite Pac-Man round. Like, I think Pac-Man ended it, the stronger person. You know, Bradley was okay, but Pac-Man ended it, and he gave him the better shots in that round. To me, I just think that this is just disgraceful. I mean, Pac-Man was the only person that doesn't seem to be mad at the moment. He seems to be holding it down, and he seems to, you know, be taking it gracefully. But I'm just so upset for the sport of boxing. For a fighter like Manny Pacquiao, yeah, arguably the best pound for pound, being cheated like this, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. 2, 8, 10. Yeah, 2, 8, and 10 are definite Bradley rounds. I'll give that to Bradley. Yeah, 2, 8, and 10. And I can even give you 11. 2, 8, 10, and 11. That's 4 rounds to Bradley. 2, 8, 10, 11. That goes to Bradley. You know what I mean? And you can even take 12. That's 5 rounds to Bradley, 7 rounds to Pac-Man. He wins 115 to 113. Like, these scorecards, yeah, that they given to Bradley, yeah, which is 115 to Bradley, 113 to Pac-Man, means that Bradley had to win 7 rounds. Are you telling me that Bradley won 7 rounds? Are you telling me that... Oh, come on, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm even sounding sick of myself talking like this. Like, it's on right now. I'm watching the interview. And he's just saying yeah to the rematch. I mean, I want to know what your opinions are. Like, I probably do know it already. But if there are any Bradley fans that think he won, because I haven't heard any, come and leave me your comments. Like, I want to know what you think. I mean, I'm just so upset right now. I don't normally make videos about boxing on here, but I just thought that this is such a big upset. I need to do something. I need to express my feelings. This is some sort of therapy for me. I don't even think and you know what the worst thing is, yeah? I don't even think Bradley, yeah, knew he won. Like, obviously, every boxer, yeah, after, you know, when he knew that it was a split decision, like, you're thinking, yes, let's go, hands up in the air. But check this. Bob Arum, supposedly, yeah, Bradley supposedly has said to Bob Arum, I tried my best, but I couldn't beat this guy. I tried my best, but I couldn't beat this guy. This is after the fight, before the decision. He came up, he spoke to Bob Arum, and that's what Bradley said to Bob Arum. I tried my best, but I couldn't beat this guy. Now, come on. Like, you're admitting defeat, and then, like, as soon as you found out that you won, that you should have just took off the belt and said, you know what, give it back to him. I don't deserve this. I don't. Because it wasn't a fight to say that you won. Like, the whole world is watching, and the whole world agrees that Pac-Man has been robbed. Yeah? Pac-Man has been robbed. Like, people got so much money on this. You got the Floyd Mayweather fight. You got all of this hype, and then you just dented the whole scene by causing a complete and utter riot. This is like apocalyptic times for boxing. Yeah? This is dark and apocalyptic right now. Like, come on, who does that? Like, these scorecards are ridiculous. Go and check it out, honestly, because I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm just as disappointed as any other fan out there, you know, regardless of whether you're Pac-Man or Bradley, because I've had Bradley fans coming to me telling me that they're disappointed that Pac-Man should have blatantly had it. I mean, it's just, I don't know, like, they need to do something about it, because we can't do anything about it now. Like, these 3 people on this earth, like, You know, like the whole boxing world is in uproar because of you three. I don't know what fight you're watching, like, because everyone else is talking different, you know. But listen, enough of me blabbering on. Hit me up with the comments. What do you think? Let me know whether you think the rounds that I'm talking is quite accurate. You know, like definite rounds 5 and round 7, 100% Pac-Mans. Whereas these two judges, CJ Ross and Dwayne Ford, who gave the fight to Bradley, have got it like 5 and 7 to Bradley. Nah, no way, no way, no way. But yeah, leave me your comments and let me know what you think. Yeah, Tyrone, be the fittest. Go check out my Twitter, be the fittest.com. Right. Yeah, be the fittest.com, and let me know what you think.